Before I run the Math Center here at UHCL, I was actually an instructor for college algebra and calculus courses. During my time teaching, I had quite a few students that would get A's and B's on homework and get all the right answers. And when it came to test time, they would get C's, D's, and F's, and they would wonder why. Why would I get such bad grades on these in-class assignments if I'm doing the homework? Because most students connect homework with doing well on the test, which is normally true. However, most students, when they're taking college algebra or calculus or pre-calc, they do their homework in the following way. They get a problem, do the problem, check their answer in the back of the book, and if the answer is correct, they move on to the next problem. And if the answer is incorrect, the student usually panics and goes, oh no, what did I do wrong? What if I change this here and I put this over there? Okay, now I've got the right answer. Now I'm going to move on to the next problem. This is a bad approach. And the reason why is that not only are you changing things where they may not need to be changed, which means you could be changing something that's right into something that's wrong just to get a correct answer. But what you're doing is you're making yourself more confident with the wrong steps. Because now you have a right answer, but you use the wrong steps to get there. So you're going to make those wrong steps again because you're going to say, well, oh, I did that on this last problem and I got the right answer. So it can lead students down some paths that lead them to bad tests and quizzes. What's a better way to do it? Well, next time you do your homework, start to do the problems for a given section or subsection. And once you get done with all the questions in that topic, go ahead and check through your work, but without the answers in front of you. Just check your own work that you have on the page. This should help catch any calculation errors, any sign errors. And if you're wondering about any concepts or formulas like, hey, did I integrate that correctly? Did I take the right derivative or use the right formula? Check in your book and see what the derivative formula is or what the method of integration is. But still don't check the answer, just check on the concepts and see if you understand them. So that alone should clear up a lot of holes in your understanding. Once you actually go through and check your work and catch those mistakes, check your answers in the back of the book. And if you still didn't catch anything, then that means that you really didn't get that concept because when you looked over it and checked your work, you thought, yeah, this is correct here when you were doing it incorrectly. So this is very important to figure out what you really know and what you really don't know. And how else this is important is on that next test or quiz, when you do a problem, you're going to know those concepts really well because you're going to remember going back and thinking, oh yeah, you know, I did this homework problem and I didn't get it right, and I didn't get it right because this reason. You're going to remember that come the test time because you spent time checking through a problem similar to that. So it'll teach you how to check your work, which is very important on a test or quiz because you won't be able to check the back of the book, and it will make you more confident. When you're more confident, you'll perform much better on that quiz or exam. All right, I hope this was helpful. Good luck.